Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance 0% growths. We are on Chapter 7, Shades of Evil. And this is a route map, which normally I'm not a big fan of route maps, but I will say that this one is more interesting than a lot of them. And is definitely a more fun map to play for me than the previous one was. Even though we start out with the same group of units who are all Titania aside bad at fighting enemies, the layout between like the narrow corridors and the fact that the bulk of the enemies are on this side of the map, and you know my characters start on this side and the enemies don't necessarily rush them, so I can kill most of them with Titania, makes the map a lot more fun to play for me. It's fun to kind of figure out how to take enemies down with this group. We are joined by Mia on turn 1 and then Shinon and Gatry a couple turns in, which also does make things a little bit more manageable. Anyway, so I did some trading of items because I want Titania to have some room in her inventory for... There's a thief that's going to come in... Well, the thief isn't the issue, but this guy has a chest key, and she's going to take him out and then potentially open these chests. Maybe not, it depends, but it depends on like how much damage he takes and stuff. Anyway, all right, I think I'm ready to get started. So, yeah, the idea here is we're going to have Titania come over here and start clearing out the enemies on this side. And then... we're gonna let her take out this guy as well, so we're gonna keep her out of range of all that. But we're going to, let's see, put Ike here. And, Void here, Chris here, and Soren here. So Soren will get attacked by this guy with a hand axe. He'll probably miss, but even if he doesn't, well, we get some damage on him, which is nice. So basically, the scrub group, here's Mia. She's going to come recruit herself after enemy phase, but the scrub group is responsible for taking out the guy with the hand axe, the guy who's guarding that chest on the right side, as well as the two enemies who are going to come down from the top. And then there's a couple reinforcements as well that they have to fight. And they have Mia to help them out, so... Which, despite the shade that I threw at her last time, she actually puts in a pretty good amount of work here. At least relative to the rest of the scrub group. Nice. So Titania's already taken some damage, which is unfortunate. So he's going after Soren. He sometimes goes after Mia if she does get hit by the archer, which is annoying, but Soren doubles, which is great. He has 16 HP left, which might mean that Ike or Mia are not capable of one-rounding him, but we shouldn't... That shouldn't matter too much. We should have a spare attack that we can use if we need to. So yeah, Mia comes and recruits herself. So it's the first new unit we've gotten in a little while. We can talk about Mia. So yeah, normally in Path of Radiance, Mia is one of the worst units. I mean, depending on how big of a range you define as worst, she's certainly not the worst. But you know, normally at this point in the game, you know, Oscar, Ike, and Boyd have been trained up somewhat and are like clearly better than her. Soren, and well, he isn't necessarily doing much more damage than her, but he can generally do it more safely because Mia's pretty fragile. 21 HP is really sorry. 7 defense is actually not too bad. Though, I mean, I'm partially basing that on it, comparing it to these characters who haven't leveled up at all. stat-wise. But anyway, the point is, you know, she is actually fast. She is actually capable of doubling. She just doesn't deal a lot of damage because she's sword locked, which means she has no 1 to 2 range options, and her strength isn't that good. But like, you know, in this context, with Oscar having 6 strength and Ike having 5 strength, Boyd having 7 strength, she's not really much worse off, and the speed really helps. She's also pretty accurate, which is nice. Like, Ike and Oscar are fairly accurate as well. Boyd, though, he struggles to hit things. So, yeah, she's actually, like, probably overall the best pure combat unit out of these. I would still say Oscar is better just because of the Kanto utility, but in general, Mia's, like, going to be doing the most damage, even though it's not a lot. Anyway, so let's see how Ike does here. Oh, he does finish the guy off. Good job, Ike. And I would prefer to feed that kill to pretty much anyone but Ike. However, by giving it to him, I have the opportunity to send everyone else up to attack these guys. Definitely want to do. Soren gets to double, which is great. It's not as expected as doubling the guy with the hand axe. Certainly I won't complain. Hey! Good job, Oscar. Dang, that was unexpected. This is going about as well as it could possibly go. Alright, and then, this guy has a javelin. We can give Boyd a hand axe. It's not going to make too much difference. He's just going to throw the javelin at Ike, but that's fine. We'll just put Riss over here for now. Meanwhile, Titania is going to need to take out these armor knights, for which she wants a steel axe equipped. So we're going to take out this archer with the steel axe. And then because she doesn't one-round them even with the steel axe, we're going to put her here so that there's room for the soldiers to attack her. There's this one soldier that doesn't... I think it's the one that's like in the lower right of the picture right now. This one soldier that does not attack for whatever reason. He just follows her around. And then once I finally attack him, like, late in the chapter, he does then attack on enemy phase. But before that, he'll just, like, run up and stand next to Titania. It's so weird. I don't know if it's a bug or what. Yeah, the Vantage, that's not so valuable. But, I mean, it could be in theory, but they're not doing a whole lot. Yeah, and even though Titania is, you know, quote-unquote a Jagan and all of that, she definitely misses out on the stats that she would be getting in a Growths playthrough. She would definitely be one-rounding these guys with the Steel Axe, with just a couple points of strength. Which, well, I mean, I think she was level 4 last time I checked. I'm not paying close attention because it doesn't matter. Oh, I think she was going to one-round that guy anyway, actually. That's surprising. Anyway, yeah, like, she is still good, obviously, but she's already definitely feeling the effects of no growths, because she'd have a couple levels already. There, okay, yeah, so that guy, he just runs up and stands next to her. I have no idea why. Anyway, okay, so now what we're going to do, these guys are ready to die to an Iron Axe, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out this archer. And then we're going to stand in front of this guy over here with the chess key. So we enemy phase him, we enemy phase these two guys, and we block this thief from getting into here and stealing the items. Meanwhile, so actually dodged. I didn't even notice that, but that's nice of him. So Mia's the only one who took damage. Well, that's cool. Alright, so let's see here. We can probably... Yeah, I can kill that guy. Mia probably can too. Yep, she certainly can. Let's see how Soren does against this guy. He does double. Okay, we probably want to take advantage of that. Oscar also doubles. Yeah, part of the reason that my units are doing a little bit better is because so many of the enemies are using heavy weapons like javelins, hand axes, and this guy's got up here's got a steel bow. Anyway, oh yeah, that is what I wanted to check. Okay, so 12 damage from him and 14 from Oscar is enough for a kill. I think I'm gonna give the kill to Oscar. So start with Soren. Ow. Alright, and then Oscar can finish him off. This will drop the chest key. We've actually got a nice setup here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, where we can actually go grab the Armor Slayer this turn with Void. But before we do that, just see... So, Mia's guaranteed to hit this guy. I don't know that Ike would be, so I'm gonna have Ike take out the archer and Mia take out the soldier, even though I would slightly prefer for Mia to be closer to the front where the reinforcements are gonna come in. I might actually want to trade Mia the steel sword. To think of it. I haven't actually done that in any of my runs of this chapter, but I don't know if it matters. But it's something to consider. Something I should have done just now if I was going to do it. Oh well. I'll have an opportunity next turn. They're not going to do anything but run forward and maybe use vulneraries. Alright, so Boyd. Some trade for the chest key. Armor Slayer. Cool. So now the thief is going to try to circle around to the back entrance to this room. Which is pretty easy for us to block because Shinon and Gatry are about to show up over there. Alright. I like that Titania has stopped taking damage. Fingers crossed that that trend continues. As if she takes enough damage, then I pretty much have to heal her before she engages the boss, who isn't here yet either. Shows up when Shinon and Gatry show up. And needing to do that can make things go a little bit more slowly. I don't know if it ends up actually costing me a turn or not, but yeah. So here's the boss and his little cohort. Shinon and Gatry are back. And we've also got a couple of reinforcements down here, and then these two guys over here. So this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, can get to the chest this turn if we let him. For what it's worth, I mean, the stuff in the chest isn't super important. This one has a ward staff. This one has Miracle. The Miracle in particular is mostly just money. Still, I mean, I wouldn't mind having the money, but it's not super important. But I will probably let Titania block the way. Just because I kind of might as well. Alright, so I think we can move Mia up and... Oh, Ike didn't take damage. Okay, so we can just heal Chris. Yeah, we'll do that. Can Mia shove Ike? No. Alright, she can shove Soren, not that that matters. Yeah, let's give Mia the steel sword. We'll make better use of it. Shove Soren again. Why not? Just in case I want him to go do something over there. Probably don't. Meanwhile, so these guys will advance towards me, so I'm going to use Shinon and Gatry to start helping to clear out this little group here. So, Shinon can one round that guy, can one round this guy, Gatry can't do either. I think what we'll do is we'll hit the soldier with Gatry. And then Shinon is going to trade him the Steel Lance so that when any of the Armor Knights that engage him take more damage. And try to take out this... Yeah. Oh, alright. Good enough. Okay, and then Titania. I think we want to take out the guy with the Javelin. That soldier that wants to just follow Titania around, of course, will just keep doing that. But I'm gonna go in here to block the thief, force him around the back. And then these two guys, we don't want to lure towards this group, so we need to stay out of their range. Unfortunately means we can't attack the thief. So I think in general, yeah, the mages all have too much resistance for Soren to even damage them, so we'll just stay out of their range as well and just get ready to fight them next turn. Means come up here. Maybe I should have used a vulnerary on Oscar. Probably should have. Oh well. It's fine. Oscar's pretty durable. Yeah, the group immediately around the boss. So like that one armor knight and the priest and the boss himself don't move, but the rest of them do. Yeah, so Gatry does enough damage to these guys that Titania can finish them off. That's part of the reason I wanted him to have the Steel Lance. Well, I guess it's the entire reason. Oh, he doubled that one, so actually he can just finish that guy up himself. Perhaps. Okay, so Shinon should be able to finish this guy off. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so Titania can't quite get to this guy. Which might mean we want her to finish off this guy and Gatry finish off this guy. Let's see, how much damage does Gatry do to this guy? Not enough for it to really matter. So, yeah, if Titania takes out this guy, she can Canto back here, and then this guy will be able to attack her, which is what we want. Alright. The other guy will attack Shinon, but so it goes. And then, Mia, you are a bit too far away. This is why I wanted you further forward. We might just have Ike shove her, or even Riss. Are we gonna need Riss this turn? Possibly not. Possibly. Let's see how Soren does against this guy. Not amazing. Also gotta mind that this guy's over here. This guy drops a fire tone. I mean, so Mia should double that mage. She'll do 16 damage. This is certainly enough to set up a kill. If she uses the steel sword, she's at -5 speed, so 8 speed. This guy's at 6 speed, so she does not double with the steel sword, so that's not really viable. Yeah, I think... Actually, what we can do... So that'll knock Oscar down to 9 HP, and this guy can't finish him off, so that's fine. We're gonna have Oscar... This guy... Here... We're gonna have Ike shove Mia. Bring her up for the kill. And then Boyd. It's fine to make an attack. As is Soren. And we'll heal Mia. So that guy will be easy enough to finish off. That guy could have killed Oscar. He just runs and stands next to him. It's so weird. So weird. Okay, so this time we're probably just gonna go attack first with Mia. Probably. I mean, we could do that. Because I would rather give the kill to Mia, like, actually. I mean, if I'm going to promote somebody, it's going to be her over Boyd, at least. Not that I'm going to promote either of them, most likely. There's not really many Master Seals to go around, but... yeah, we do at some point need to engage this guy. We don't necessarily need to do it this turn. There's also... So over here... Shinon can't get to either of these guys, so having him take out this Armor Knight is probably what we want to do. I mean, unless... What does he do against the boss? He does alright. He can't afford to attack him on both player and enemy phase. Oh, he doesn't kill. Okay, well, I could have him take out the healer. Gatry doesn't kill. He might kill this guy. Let's see. This guy's basically got 0 speed. Gatry with the Steel Lance has 4 speed. So Gatry will double him. So he probably does kill. So given that... So Titania does... not 1 round, the boss, but... Does a lot of damage. He takes 7... Yeah, so she can afford to go in here. Alright, so we'll have Titania take out this guy. And then park next to the boss. She'll get the mage band that he drops, but she's got room in her inventory. Gatry... Pick up this guy. Hopefully he doubles the other guy as well. If we run Shinana away. I guess this guy might attack Titania instead, but... We could also go ahead and have Shinan do some damage to him. That will also put him in position to help kill the thief next turn after he opens one of the chests. We can still get the item. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Well, that's helpful. Meanwhile... We gotta take out this guy who has 2 HP. That's trivial. Probably a kill for Soren. Soren do against this guy. Double him, sadly. I can't really do anything. We do need to heal Oscar. Damage. So once we heal Oscar, we'll kind of have a screen with Soren and Oscar. So I guess what I'm gonna do is do the thing I was talking about. Have Boyd try to take this guy out, or not take him out, but just hit him. Set up the kill for Mia. Could even consider aggroing this guy this turn if we can get enough units into position. Just to say, into position where like no 2 of them can attack Soren, no 2 of them can attack like Ike or whatever. Which may not be very easy to do. Especially because we want to have Riss here to heal Oscar. The Oscar who'd be attacking this guy. So we put Soren here and Oscar here and Ike here. I think we fulfill our requirements. The problem is, how do we actually get into that position? Yeah, it doesn't really work. I guess we could just give the kill to Oscar instead. Actually, that's still... We could put Soren back here and shove him? Does that work? 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this guy can then attack Riss. Is that actually a problem? 7 speed, 6 speed. No. I do want to get some damage in on him. Like, I want to be able to take him out as quickly as possible. So... Oh wait, shoving Soren doesn't work. What am I talking about? Yeah, I don't think this is actually going to work. I think we just go around and hit this guy instead. Oh, did I leave Riss open? I did. Whoops. Yeah, it gets a bit scrambly here at the end. Trying to finish off all the enemies in a reasonable amount of time. Also trying to get the chests open. Ow. Yeah, so he's gonna get the ward staff. Oh, hello, that guy decided to attack now. Even though I didn't attack him. Okay. Well, it's a good thing that I didn't put myself in a position where he could attack. He could also attack Riss. Inon says, ow. Oh, right. Forgot about that guy. Well, it's fine. Titania can still finish him off. Okay, so... Gonna need... The first thing I should do... See whether Shinon can crit this guy. Got him. Get that ward staff. Okay. Then we do need to block this guy out with Gatchery, which is fine, because he can kill him. Alright, so Titania takes 7 from this guy and 5 from this guy, so she can deal with that. Does she need... Oops. Does she need to use the steel axe? Uh-oh. I guess... Alright, I guess we're just doing it this way. I'm also regretting my decision to not put Gatchery in range of this guy. I could have put him here instead of here, and then he could have helped kill this guy. But I did not do that. Alright, I need to get Riss out of the way, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and heal Soren. I should trade Soren the Fire Tome while I'm doing this, if possible. Ugh. Alright, so 10 damage. Alright, so that's pretty much Mia. Okay, fine. We need to get Ike out of the way then. Six damage. 6 damage. 4 damage. It's not enough. Oh, good job, guys. Oh man, and Boyd's taking a lot too. Alright, I think... Let's see... We're gonna go in with Mia first. You can actually take 2 rounds of combat. Oh, I forgot to trade the tome. Ah. Whoops. Crap. I cannot take multiple rounds of combat. Meanwhile, we might need help up here. One's 2 spaces away from being able to get to the dang healer. I'd actually prefer to just send Ike way the hell up here. Potentially he'll help with that. I think so. Alright, so I'm just gonna hit this guy. And then run Oscar up here. Run Ike up here as well. Don't miss Boyd. Thank you. That fire tome. Alright, I guess we'll leave the fire equipped. It does more damage. He's gonna do that. Okay. I think should hopefully be good to go here. 10 damage. Uh-oh. Oh, no. He needs the steel sword. Right? 7 might. 8 might. Mistake. Okay, so we can trade it to him. That's fine. What we need to do is Titania needs to finish this guy off, which he can just barely do. And then we need her to come over here. It's a miracle that's in there. Alright, Shinon has space for it. Fortunately, all their stuff gets dumped in the convoy when they leave. We don't have to worry about losing it. We do... I can't remember whether I get access to the convoy for next chapter. I don't think so. Just wondering if I want to trade some stuff away. I can give them less useful items. Like, I really might want that hammer. Well... Oh, I can give Oscar the Steel Lance. Okay, that helps. I need to keep the Poleaxe. It'd be nice to get the Iron Lance, too. But... I guess this will have to do. We'll give him a Vulnerary, too, I guess. Nah, we have enough of those. Or I guess I could have traded the bands. That would have made some sense. Alright, only... that hit rate, though. Alright, let's, trade the Steel Sword. $75. Oh, my gross. That's better than 10% crit. Okay. We got him. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna heal before I do that. A little staff XP for Riss. Okay. And there we are. 8 turns to clear Chapter 7. It's a pretty, yeah, like I said, it gets pretty messy there towards the end, just because of the combination of the reinforcements and, you know, Gatry and where Gatry and Shannon show up, and how little HP they Shannon and Titania end up having to work with, and lots of enemies with ranged weapons, lots of beefy armor knights that take forever to kill, just like a lot of stuff going on. But I think it's interesting. Like it, as route maps go, it's not like you're chasing guys down who are running away, or just who like showed up way in the far corners of the map when you were almost done with the chapter. It's they come to you, and it's just a question of figuring out how to take them down. So I think it's a pretty good chapter. I wouldn't be shocked to learn that there's a way to cut it down to 7 turns, especially if you just decide you don't care about getting the protecting the chests. But I'm pretty happy with the clear. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for Chapter 8, our second defense map. Until then.